Hello, first off, I'd like to apologize for my weeks of no uploads to my channel. I had a lot going on, barely any time to work on anything, and I was really trying to get stuff out before I had to go on vacation. But again, as much as I tried, I didn't have enough time. And I'm still writing scripts for some things I want to talk about, and I do need to work on one that I start working on. And yes, I know this is an old subject, but I still do want to discuss it, put my 2 cents on it, because like I said, my A Cinderella story video, I like to watch movie and cartoon reviews, and this topic was a hot one for a while when it happened. Disclaimers. 1, no, I will not be focusing on the controversy at Channel Awesome, as in, that drama has nothing to do with the subject, it's an entirely different story on its own. If you don't know of the controversy or are curious, there is already a lot of videos on YouTube discussing it. Disclaimer number 2, this is just my take on it, and for opinion commentary purposes only. Just because I talk about somebody does not make it okay for anybody that watches my content to go out and harass anybody. So on September 18th in 2019, Channel Awesome as Nostalgic Critic did a review on a musical called The Wall, which is based off the Pink Floyd album with the same title. The album was released in 1979. The film was released in 1982 and directed by Alan Parker. Critic, aka Doug Walker, claimed his review was a love note towards Pink Floyd. It even got Corey Taylor, who is the lead singer for Slipknot and a 3D animation channel, Kennah, or I hope I said that name right, I'm just gonna say Kennah, to also join in this collab. You'd think with such a famous album, popular guests joining in, this review would be quite a treat. Unfortunately, that was not the case. The review flopped hard and received more dislikes than likes. Currently 20k likes versus 60k dislikes. Not only that, but it's gained lots of backlash, video responses of people expressing how the review put such a terrible taste in their mouth. Even my own boyfriend, who enjoys watching critics' reviews, also said The Wall was not his best work. So I'm going to discuss why I felt this review received so poorly. Problem 1, wasted potential Corey Taylor being a guest star. Like I said, Corey Taylor is the lead singer of the super popular male band Slipknot, so he is very known for his singing. The fact that Channel also managed to get Corey to join in on a review about a famous Pink Floyd title is an awesome thing, and there's so many things that could have been done with Corey. That would have been awesome and have been quite a treat, and would make both Pink Floyd and Slipknot fans really happy. But instead, what we got in the review was Corey not talking most of the time, and sometimes having small responses towards events going on, and only singing at the end of the review, but not even a Pink Floyd song to suit the mood. Instead, for some reason, the SpongeBob SquarePants theme. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love SpongeBob, and hearing the SpongeBob theme does make me smile, but it doesn't make sense why SpongeBob over a Pink Floyd song for this scenario. Like, why couldn't Corey have just done one of his covers that he's done? So getting Corey in the review was an interesting idea, but it was used very poorly and could have been used so much better. Kennah's parts, I don't really have too much complaints on that. The only complaint I do have on Kennah's collab was her version of the trial. There were some points when I didn't really understand what her characters were saying in the song, but that's it really. Her part mixed some things up and did something refreshing that you had not seen before on Channel Awesome. So when it got to her version of the trial where her OCs are all confronting Critic, it was honestly the most interesting, the best part of the review. You got that unique 3D going on at the end of the cover, you had that impressive 2D animation too, so Kennah did a fantastic job. Another problem, when Critic does a review on a movie, he doesn't do his research most of the time, he just reviews it like a movie, which isn't a bad thing, but this one was an example where Doug really should have done his research before doing this, because it just came off where he just assumed the album was just Feel Bad For Me and whining, when that's actually not the case. The Wall album is a story altogether. It tells about the hardships Pink went through. His mom was overbearing and overly protective of him. His teacher was incredibly abusive to him. For this was the time when school teachers were really strict and cruel, and they whack you on the wrist with a ruler if they got mad at you. As an adult, he was struggling with his love life and trying to keep his band staying afloat because he was failing at the time. So you could say the Wall album was Pink's form of vengeance content art, and all hardcore Pink fans will tell you that they felt Pink's pain when listening to that album and see it as a real work of art. The Wall is the most popular song from the album. We all heard it at one point. If not, bruh, you've been living under a rock. You need to check that out. It is a good song. But I'd say my favorite song from the album is The Trial. It's dark, it's unsettling, and the animation for the song really puts what's happening together. Each character is judging him based off the ones that caused him trauma. The court is like a giant stage for everybody just judging him, watching for entertainment. But if you're not 18 or older, I don't recommend it to you. It's disturbing and sexual, it has full-on nudity, shocking imagery, and it is not for minors or for people who just can't handle that type of stuff. The Trial is a song a lot of people can relate to. It still holds up, especially in today's times. So you could see with all that information why Critic, assuming the album and the film was just whining and pettiness, it did not receive good reactions at all. Which I understand, the judgmental, almost hates everything personality. It's just part of the Nostalgia Critic character. He was meant to be an asshole. But at the same time, I side with the fans here and see why they were so upset with this review. Now, the problem even fans of Channel Awesome have with this review, Critic a lot of time can be really entertaining and hilarious. One of my favorite reviews is Son of the Mass. He has done a lot of meme-worthy moments too, but sometimes you could tell he doesn't really know what to do with this material. He tends to drag it out, make it last much longer than it should. It gets to a point where you lose interest, and that's what happened through most of this review. I'm gonna be honest, when I first watched this review, after the Wall cover until it got to the Trial cover, I did not care what was happening. I was bored out of my skull. It felt endless and slow. I had trouble keeping my eyes open because I was falling asleep. I had to stop myself multiple times for falling asleep while watching it, and that makes me sad to say because, like I said, Critic can be freaking hilarious and entertaining to watch. But the biggest problem is he just kept dragging most parts out, and when he tried to joke, it came off and making Pink seem like his songs were just complaining. And that whole part where he compared cell phones to Nazism, like, I don't understand that. So with all my thoughts being said, all I can say is The Wall is a review of his I could skip and I don't need to watch again, and I frankly don't want to. When I first watched it, all I could think was, come on, Critic, you can do better than that. But all creators are going to have that one video that's going to flop, and even hardcore fans will agree was not their best work. But it's times like that you just gotta remember as things to learn from, look out for, and use it as a learning tool to learn what not to do again. And that's completely okay. So that's all I gotta say for now. Oh wait, before I go, let me remind you of my NordVPN coupon. NordVPN is an easy, safe-to-use program. All you have to do is download it, install easy connection with a click of the connect button, and your IP is completely disguised, hid away from hackers, preventing them from using it to get into your private information, selling it out to the dark web. It is definitely helpful if you're using a public Wi-Fi like Starbucks, a hotel, a bookstore, because hackers like to sneakily do it on public Wi-Fi. So NordVPN protects you from them. You could get a trial to see if you like it, where you get it for free for 7 days, or you could use my coupon Peppermint Loser, where you get 70% off for 3 years and you get a free month, which is a sweet deal. And I promise, I tried it myself. It really does work. It's really safe and easy to use, and you can even connect to other countries to get access to things that you don't have in your country. One time I was connected to Spain and I was on YouTube. I honestly forgot that I was connected onto Spain. I was really confused. I kept seeing like foreign ads in other languages. Then I remembered I connected to Spain. Yeah, you can connect to different countries on NordVPN. It also gives you options that you normally don't have on Netflix. Give it a try. Use my coupon that NordVPN made personally for you guys who enjoy watching me and what I do. The link is in the description down below and also my pinned comment. Thank you so much and have a nice night.